Hello, beautiful community. We're still not back to normal service, so let's do a quick one today with a little bit of an orientation on epistemically where we gotta be, ethically where we gotta be, and what the biggest political takeaway is from the Kremlin response to the terror attack in particular. Epistemically, it's worth pointing out a couple of things. First of all, doubt everything the Kremlin says, but don't do that by just jumping to believing the opposite of what they say. And two, understand the extravagant potential for incompetence and civic corruption in the security presence in Russia, and that includes Moscow. So don't be so shocked by their incapacity to respond professionally to an event like this. Don't be so shocked by this that you jump to false flag theories prematurely. There's a piece today, I think in the Moscow Times, by Jeremy Morris, who talks about the ineptitude of the security presence and how it is sort of structurally sustained. Do not underestimate that. Just a quick ethical remark for us. And that's that, of course, it's understandable when Ukrainians struggle to find the psychological space for empathy with Russian civilians, for goodness sake, especially when there's, situation of bombs falling on Ukrainians, on Ukrainian children, which aren't being reported because the terrorist attack is in the news in Moscow. Understandable. But, as I put it on Twitter today, when cappuccino sipping, and I'm not one of them because I basically just drink pour over coffee at home and espresso when I'm out. But when cappuccino sipping, Western Twitterers say that the attack was quote unquote richly deserved, they're not expressing support for Ukraine. They're expressing narcissism and a kind of drunkenness on the theatrics of the exploitation of news. A minor takeaway that's obviously not minor for the ethnic minorities in Russia is how much racist backlash this is going to generate and how much picking on Tajiks and other ethnic minorities in Russia is going to happen as a result of this. But what are we really here for? Not on Earth, but just in this quick get-together. We're here for the political takeaway, and it's that in his speech, Putin, of course, stuck this on Ukraine, and it was impossible for that regime not to stick it on Ukraine. We're still gonna wait and see how they continue to try to do that, but it's impossible for them to not try to stick it onto Ukraine. But what's striking is in Putin's statement the degree to which he used language that is about unity, about sacrifice, and about participation. So there was some hesitation, as there always is, for Putin to come out and say something. But when he said something, he put front and center what we have been calling for months politicization. And I think that's not a surprise at all, but it is a bit shocking to us outside the degree to which he's going there, to which they're going there, to which that society is being re-geared onto a path that is a war path, which involves not just people sitting on the couch, but people feeling that there's an important project to which they need to belong so as not to be cast as a traitor. So it's a very politicizing response. I don't mean you can politicize the population overnight, but it is a very politicizing response. And I think that is the single most important takeaway from the Kremlin reaction side of things. Enough. Lots of love, and I'm hoping to be back with you in my mid-century Polish armchair soon. Bye-bye.